Good morning, Reds. Welcome to the Sunday Summary Talk Show on Nothing But Reds. I'm your host, Kyle, and with me is Steve, the legend. Steve,
Yeah.
what's good? You got the AirPod Pros, you got some seltzer, you're ready to go.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
So, Steve, look. We're going to be, everyone, listen. First off, good morning. Asani, Samira, downturn was good. All right. We got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff went down this week. We obviously got to talk about Konate. We obviously got to talk about. I just want to get your thoughts on the European Super League. We won't delve too much into that. I know everyone's beating that with a stick. You know, they've just been going overboard with it. Seek Chan, what's up? And then, of course, we got to talk about the match yesterday. So, real quick, Steve, talk to me about the Super League.
It's over.
When it first came out, what were you thinking to yourself?
This isn't good. This is really bad.
Yeah.
But again, don't have the time or the energy to feed into this crap on the media. I did see that the fans were going nuts. My fiance asked me, "What is this? What's going on here?" Like, she heard about it.
Yo, that's too funny because my girlfriend sent me a message during the day and was like, I don't know what this means, but here you go. It seems like a big deal. And it was reports saying that Chelsea had withdrawn from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they know John Henry.
Yeah.
Because we are located over here near Boston. And I just said, look, John Henry's in deep shit. Deep stuff. Excuse my French. I said, he may have to sell Liverpool. She said, why? I said, because there is just drama in paradise, and they're trying to join a league that's just going to ruin everything. So,
do you think they even thought this through, Steve? And I apologize for cutting you off.
Yes.
I just
yes.
Do you think they expect the backlash they got?
Yes. Of course.
Then why would they go even announce it?
Welcome back, Steven, from Dustin. Hey, Dustin.
Dustin, what's good? Dustin,
I don't know if I ever left, buddy. Said welcome back, but it's great to be here, but I don't think I ever left. I was here last week and the week before. But anyways, Dustin, how are you doing?
I think he's just saying welcome back because we dropped videos during the week that you weren't a part of.
Correct. Yes, you did. And they were good videos, I must say.
Hey, I mean, what can I say?
All right, back to your original question. Look, man, it was insane. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I wanted to give it more attention. I just couldn't. All I knew was that I would get the important updates when people started dropping out of the league.
Exactly.
And then I got the update about the apology. And while that's all good and fair, like, people have to apologize all the time.
Yeah.
It's some big thing. Like,
it's the world we live in today. You're going to have to apologize for stuff, especially when you're in the public eye.
Yeah,
you know
right.
What I mean?
Like, does he deserve credit for that? Sure, maybe. But, like, people apologize in their careers all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it's part of the gig.
I think the big part of it was the fact that he was to be fair, he was the only owner or the only guy that came out and apologized to the fans. Okay. I think he realized, like, yo, I actually need to accept responsibility for this because I messed up. He messed up. You know, you had other executives stepping down. A lot of fans wanted him to step down, wanted FSG to sell the club. Reportedly, FSG rejected a $3 billion offer. Then this was before they came out about the Super League. A $3 billion offer from the Middle East, right? I mean, that's nothing new. People have been trying to buy Liverpool. But going back to what his apology, Steve, it came off as genuine. It came off as like he was sorry. Of course, he was reading from a teleprompter. But aside from that, he actually came off as sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think he was. But I think people don't understand, or people don't want to believe that they are owners of this, because this is a business. And we have our heart and soul into it, the supporters, the players, guys like Klopp. At the end of the day, this is about money to them.
It
If
is.
the Super League went through and there was maybe half the backlash it received, we'd still be going into the Super League.
You know what? I think about that every day ever since it happened. Like, if the fans didn't have the backlash they did, if everyone was just kind of like nonchalant letting it happen, 100% we would be moving forward with this. Think about that, guys. I just want to say what's up to
the fans saved Liverpool
football
as we know it, and they all deserve credit.
Yes,
But
100%.
I just don't think they should be surprised about this. Like,
No. And you're talking about FSG, right?
yes, John Henry is a businessman.
Yes.
Henry Sports Group is a business. There's no passion for Liverpool there.
No. And this is going to hurt for the fans to hear, especially those over there. But listen, they're American owners. They are not only involved in LFC. They own the Boston Globe, I believe. They own the Boston Red Sox. They have Fenway Racing Group or some sort of racing team, right? They are sports owners. And like Steven said, it's about money. Any chance to expand and grow as a business, they're going to look to pursue it. As much as that sucks, because they completely neglected how the fans would think about it. That's what they were trying to do with this Super League, as were the other 11 teams or 14 teams, whoever was involved. It sucks. I'm not condoning the behavior, but I do understand the behavior. Does that make sense? Yes. I feel like it does.
Look,
Henry owns the Globe alone. Okay.
The fact that they're from the United States doesn't matter whatsoever.
No, and I just want to put that to bed. Anyone who's criticizing them for being American owners, it doesn't matter if they're American owners or not.
Because it's the same people that like to complain that Man City's got money from where? The Middle East, or all these big clubs that get owners from the oil money and this, that, and the other thing. You can't have it both ways.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be frustrated because there's owners from the United States and there's owners from the Middle East and there's owners from Africa. Like, the only good, decent owners are from the UK, or Europe. It's not how it works. It doesn't matter where they're from. There's a reason they own Liverpool, and it's not because they love Liverpool. It's because they can afford to buy Liverpool.
That's a great point.
How many people in the world can buy Liverpool? And most of those people that are that rich are watching football games, attending football matches because they love the sport. They're that rich because their life is about money and business. That's it.
Yes. And in FSG, excuse me, guys, FSG is not the only group that saw the potential in the Premier League. LeBron James has a big ownership stake in Liverpool right now. LeBron James saw it from Jump Street. I think he bought like an 8% stake in FSG, and then he upped the stake because of Redbird Capital. That new investment. I mean, LeBron James is kicking back and relaxing, making hundreds of percents of gains. You know what I mean? Like, I
would love to have him be like the owner someday.
Seriously, man. LeBron James he knows sports, man. He knows management.
Knows money.
He knows money. He's very, very intelligent. But look, guys, let me go over. I'll say good morning to a lot of other people. Samira Rascott, what's going on? Ian Richard in the chat, Maxwell. Beth, my mother, what's going on? DG Support Channel. Adelia, what's going on? Good morning, everyone. As you know, leave your thoughts throughout the show in the chat. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Anfield Shop. Real quick. All right. Anfield Shop is the #1 licensed dealer of licensed LFC products in North America, right? And when I reached out to them, they were nice enough to send me a beautiful shirt. Okay. Now, if you're in North America, you need to go check them out. Very small, group of North American supporters. But look, they sent this nice long sleeve LFC shirt, right? And check out the back, right? And this may set some people off because it hasn't been like that recently. But Anfield being the fortress, I'm going to wear this ASAP. I didn't wear it this morning because I'm cold and I need to have the hoodie on, all right? But look, this shirt, I love it. The material's great. It's 50% cotton, 25% polyester, and 25% some other crap. Rayon. I don't even know what rayon is, Steve. All I know is it's comfortable.
Gotcha.
That's all I know. All
Go
right.
check them out.
But no, seriously, guys, go check them out. I bought a Bobby Firmino shirt from them a while back. If you're in North America, go check them out. They're awesome. Liz saying here the Anfield shop is awesome, really good. JK135, what's going on? So back to what we were talking about. Let's move.
Can you not purchase from the UK Anfield shop?
They distribute only in North America because they're licensed. They're licensed to distribute in
that's a bad idea, but
North America.
Licensing thing, then all right.
Yeah, well, it's hard. It's hard to do it, and that's why they're the only official license provider in the United States, in North America. It's pretty cool, though. I mean, they got a lot of good stuff over there.
I have a question. I'm going to propose
go for it.
All these people saying FSG out. I'm not saying I don't agree with you. That it may be time for a change. Who's next? Who do you want? You're not going to get some scouser that has $4 billion that's going to buy the club because they're passionate about Liverpool.
I mean, are there any
clubs joined? All of them for money, and that's it. Think about that. This isn't an attack on anyone saying FSG out, but what's the alternative, guys? Bring in a new owner? From where?
I feel like, and this is what I was talking about over the entire week. We have to be level-headed. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, people. That's why I show up every Sunday. We got to be level-headed about this. We love the club. We showed our passion for the response. Like, what FSG did was wrong. But you also have to understand that who at the moment, is it a step up from FSG if FSG sell the club? Absolutely not. FSG have been at this for 11 years, 10 years, 11 years. And they just ended up seeing success after 5 or 6 years. You think someone else, like Steven, you were saying, you think someone else is going to come in from the Middle East, from China, from wherever, and just immediately blow this club up into, the next Madrid, just like the biggest club in the world? Like, I mean, we're already huge. Look at what FSG have done. Like, I'm just saying, show some respect for what they've been able to do. But at the same time, FSG need to show some respect to the fans.
Yeah, yep. And look, we've won trophies. We were literally, until 3 months ago, viewed as the best team in the world.
Yes,
for probably 2 calendar years. I don't know what's going on with the club, and we'll get into the actual football part of it. But from a business perspective, probably the best team Liverpool's ever had.
You'd have to isolate the business just because the Premier League has grown exponentially since, the last time we were amazing. You know what I mean? In the Premier League. So you kind of have to isolate it. But I agree with you.
JK135, pin this, 916. Latest report was a group from the Middle East that was trying to buy for $3 billion. Would that really be better? FSG at least know how to hire amazing staff and brought us 2 huge titles. Look, this is a great point. I don't even know if it's a question of just somebody from the Middle East or just someone from anywhere. Like, who is out there that these people would want to see? There's no one that lives on Anfield Road that's passionate about the club that has $4 billion, $3 billion.
Well, that we know of, that I know of.
The people that have this money are literally in it just for money.
Yeah.
There's no one that loves Liverpool like that. That's worth $4 billion. Sorry, guys.
Steve, are you hiding $4 billion from me?
Dude, hang on. Let me just remove these books here. There may be $4 billion in the walls. And then I'll buy Liverpool. And then what? You guys be happy if I bought it?
Dude, Steve, you wouldn't know the first thing about running that damn team.
That's the problem. I'd call John Henry day one. Hey, I know I just bought this from you, but what do I do? He'd be like, well, listen, don't join the Super League. Whatever you do. I go, okay, good piece of advice, but I wasn't going to do that anyways because I'm not stupid, John.
Oh my God, dude. It's so funny. Don't buy the don't go into the Super League. Goodness gracious. It is. I mean, FSG did try to copyright the name Liverpool. I forgot about that until Samir brought it up. I mean, I get that. Whatever. Whatever. Look, Steve, let's move on from this. I just wanted to get your thoughts on it because the people haven't seen your thoughts. I do appreciate everyone's thoughts throughout. Let me know. Let me know what you think throughout. Let's move on to Konate. Ibrahima Konate, French center back from the Bundesliga, RB Leipzig. Apparently, we're triggering his release clause, according to Fabrizio Romano. All right. The report goes that he's been the top of our list. All right. We've been scouting some other guys as well, including Ozan Kabak. We were able to bring in Ozan Kabak on loan with an option to buy during the winter transfer window, the January transfer window. But now, let me ask you this, Steve. Is this a PR stunt? Or is this just like the culmination of us pursuing everything after the investment? We're able to, trigger release clauses now without worrying about going into debt to do it. Do you think they're just doing it for PR? The timing isn't the timing. It must be asked. The question must be asked about it.
Did we buy Konate? Is that what you're asking me for PR?
So the report from Fabrizio Romano, who I trust, in the coming days is what his tweet said, is that we will be triggering Konate's release clause. It's about 35 million euros, 35 million pounds, or thereabouts. Mm-hmm. But nothing is set in stone. According to the tweet, personal terms have been agreed, and we should be triggering it here soon. Now, remember, the transfer window is not open, so he's not coming, but you can still agree a deal, okay, especially if the release clause is triggered. So what I'm asking you is the timing of it, the report. Okay, if Fabrizio Romano is reporting it, let's just assume that it's true. Let's assume it's going to happen. Do you think the timing of it is a PR stunt? Right after the apology, right after the Super League backlash, it comes out that we're pursuing Konate. We're going to trigger his release clause. When was the last time that we just triggered a release clause without some negotiation?
No, it's not PR. Personally, I don't think it's PR. I think it's just they've been targeting this guy. I heard about this guy in 2019. You've been looking at this guy forever. Romano says it. I don't think Romano is worried about Liverpool's PR.
True.
I really don't. I think he's sipping a Mai Tai or having a Peroni somewhere in Italy, enjoying the weather, and just on his phone, spraying out tweets.
Look at you dropping the Italian verbiage.
Peroni.
I don't even know what that is.
That's a beer.
Oh, well, look at you. Steve's been to Italy, in case you couldn't tell, guys. And look, I think...
Really cool. Really cool.
I think, Liz, can't the Konate purchase be both PR and good business? Absolutely.
Maybe.
Absolutely. It can be both. It can be both. And Downturn asking, hadn't we already agreed on Konate? Well, yeah, and that's the thing. I'm bringing it up, though, because since that tweet, I haven't seen any follow-ups. I haven't seen, and of course, this came out, what was it, Friday? I think Friday the news dropped. So it is the weekend, right? Business days, if you will. So we're kind of waiting. Maybe something will drop next week. Maybe someone will make a statement. It's interesting. Seamus Moore is saying it's a PR stunt. I think it could be both. I think that's a great point that that everyone brought up. Now, Steve, let me ask you, what's the deal with Konate and Kabak? If Konate's, coming in, we keeping Kabak? What are we doing?
Phillips is better than Kabak. I've been saying this, so I feel like I'm not the right one to ask.
You're the only one to ask.
You're right. I guess I am. Look, Konate's number 4 if Matip doesn't leave. Do not forget, everyone. Virgil, Gomez, and Matip are still on this team, and they're all still much better than Konate. That's all there is to it. It's very simple.
Steve, are you only saying that because you've seen them play?
No, I'm saying that because they've played at a world-class level for Liverpool in a better league.
Sure.
So this guy Konate, no one has told me he's world-class. I've seen him play, but no one has said he's world-class. Everyone says, oh, he's young and he's athletic, but he needs to work on this or he needs to work on that. And it's like, yeah, well, I don't think Matip needs to work on anything.
No.
And I don't think Virgil does either.
Except his injuries.
Except his injuries. And I even think Gomez is pretty polished player. He makes a mistake here and there, but his pace covers up a lot of his gaps. But like if Konate comes in, do you guys think he's just going to jump Gomez and Matip in the pecking order? And people's argument is always, "Oh, well, we didn't spend 30 million for nothing." It's like, no, we spent 30 million, so we didn't drop till 7th in the league next year. If we get some injuries,
That's true. That's
you think
true.
Konate is going to come in and jump Gomez on the depth chart? You're smoking something weird. So to answer your question, Konate is number 4. Phillips is number 5, and Kabak can go back to Schalke. I'd like to keep him, but I don't know. Look, people are like Upamecano, Alaba. Those guys are 50, 60, whatever it is. Konate and Kabak, I think that's a good bit of business for 50 to 55 million combined. That's nice.
I agree 100%.
2-1 special, number 4 and 5 on the list. Sorry,
Not to mention they're 20 and 21 years old. And look, I'm going to be the guy that brings up FIFA, all right? When I buy players, I'm looking for that 20, 21-year-old guy. I'd rather have that than bring in, 28, 29, 30? What's Matip, 29? Matip's up there. Matip's getting old. Kabak has so much room to develop. Konate has so much room to develop. Everyone in the chat right now saying that Konate's ceiling is so high. It is. It is. We got to go to the chat and see what everyone's saying. JW Young talking about Davies. Davies is not real. Davies is a figment of your imagination, of everyone's imagination. He's not real. That was a PR stunt. Okay? That was a PR stunt.
All right. This is just crazy to me, man. I'm not getting into the Phillips and Kabak thing again. I'm not doing it. I was reading these comments, and you guys are just, I feel like some of you are just delusional, with all due respect.
Wait, which ones? Which ones? We got to chat about it.
Kabak is miles better than Phillips.
Kabak is well better than Phillips from George.
Yeah, George, buddy. George.
Hold on. Just let me let Steve cool off for a second. Let me comment.
Phillips makes no mistakes, George.
Let me just let him cool.
He's a 9 out of 10.
Steven, hold on. Look, in the last couple games we've seen Kabak play. Kabak has shown an excellent ability on the ball. He doesn't lose the ball. His balls over the top. His switch balls have been great. Right? He's actually making runs forward, like, dare I say, Matip. He makes those runs forward. He looks pretty good. One thing I'll say about Phillips is he doesn't lose in the air. Kabak is not great in the air. So there's a point there. Phillips hasn't. One mistake I remember is he committed to a tackle too early and got beat. That's it. I'm not saying that Phillips is better than Kabak. I'm not saying either of them are better. Just because our sample size, Steve, is so limited. And plus, they would never start if Van Dijk and Gomez and Matip were healthy. They'd never start. Fabinho would play there before them. That's what I'm saying. And so my point is that bringing in Konate, when we have the option to send Kabak back, we still have Phillips on the depth chart. We may even sell Phillips on, okay? These players aren't going to play over these guys. Phillips we weren't even thinking about Phillips until Matip got injured because Fabinho was the first choice. Klopp was taking players out of position to put him in center back before Phillips. Klopp is there every single day watching Phillips train. That should tell you something. Regardless of what we see for 90 minutes twice a week, Phillips is good. Kabak is good. But that doesn't mean they are better than Konate, that Phillips is better than Kabak. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that. And what I'm saying is that I don't think either is better than either. I really don't. I just think they've been playing well together. I think trying to argue if Kabak and Phillips are better and vice versa, it's just not.
I think it's a waste of time too. And
it's a waste of time. It's not productive.
It's not. But no one's going to convince me that Ozan Kabak is better than Nat Phillips. I'm sorry. I've seen him make way too many mistakes. I need someone back there who makes 0 mistakes or as close to it as possible, as close to Virgil as possible. And Kabak is not that guy. He's caught out of position a lot. And he makes a little dribble and
recently he's been great.
You guys are all excited. because he dribbled and he put a ball in 40 yards over the top. I want a guy that's going to bleed back there.
If
That's
Nat
what I
Phillips
want.
will bleed. Nat
I
Phillips will
want
bleed.
a bleeder. I want someone that's going to put their life on the line, dude. I don't care because this team is soft. All year, this team has been soft. Since December, soft. 4 months of cupcake. We need someone back there that has heart and wants to die back there and doesn't make mistakes, and that's Nat Phillips.
I see you're smiling there because you know you're buying your own BS.
What BS, bro?
Nat Phillips will bleed for the club, yes. But Nat Phillips is not the guy to just like when everyone's healthy, we're saying, oh, Nat Phillips did well when they were out. Nat Phillips is starting every game.
I already said Nat Phillips is number 5.
Okay.
And Kabak is number 6.
Okay. And then what? Konate's number 4?
VVD. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
VVD. Gomez or Matip. Take your pick. Don't care. Another waste of my time. Konate number 4. Phillips, Kabak. Again, take your pick. Don't care. They're 5 and 6. They're not going to sniff the pitch. But I just don't think Kabak's worth $20 million when Phillips has played with less mistakes. He's been more stable. The only thing you can say is, well, he hasn't played next to Van Dijk. He hasn't played next to Gomez. He needs time to adjust. It's like, yeah, so did Phillips, and he actually didn't need time to adjust.
No, I will say that about Phillips. Phillips came in and just did a job right away. It was also more mature.
Yeah, but he didn't sniff the pitch in the Premier League. It doesn't matter.
It's remarkable. But Steve, he's also older. Something to be said about the mindset of a player who's 23, 24, whatever he is. I think he's 23. He's older. He's more mature. Like he understands that when I'm given the opportunity to play, I need to do a job because this probably isn't going to come again. So either we're going to sell him on, he's going to get first team football next season, or he's going to be happy with being 5th on the depth chart again, which I don't think he will be. I think he'll want to be sold on. Kieran B saying, I love Nat. How could anyone not love him? Nat was playing in Bundesliga 2. Nat will likely go to Burnley this summer, I reckon, for around 15 mil maybe. Honestly, Kieran, I'll tell you one thing. The Burnley would fit him perfectly, bro. He would be perfect for Burnley. He's physical. He's good in the air. Honest, that's probably the best thing I've ever heard, Steve. I think you'll miss him, though. You miss him.
Dude, he's probably more legendary than Klavan at this point.
Oh, debate. Guys, in the chat.
You're never going to forget that year Liverpool crumbled after winning the title, and everyone got hurt. And here comes Nat Phillips, the guy we thought should have been sold 5 years ago. Why is he still around? He's never going to play. Is he in Germany? Is that guy still alive? Boom. Here he comes. Game 1. Carlsberg man of the match. An absolute clinic.
What was that, West Ham?
Dude, I don't remember who it was, but it was beautiful.
He was so good.
Right?
Oh, my God. I love that, man.
Next game, you don't see Phillips, I feel like. I feel like we didn't see Phillips for a little while. But every time he plays, you're just like, yo, Nat was class today. These Liverpool supporters, Instagram and social media pages, Nat was unbelievable. They put his stats up. You're like, what?
Yeah, him and Kabak next to each other too. They did really well for like a 5-game stretch. I don't think we lost. And then, oh God. And this is what we're going to move into next, guys. All right. First off, I do want to ask, Klavan or Nat Phillips for legends of the club? Like when you look back and you think about that 2-year span, Klavan was here. And you think about what he did when he was in, Klavan never made a mistake. Are we going to look back at Nat Phillips the same way? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I got to see here. Okay, perfect. So, look, Newcastle. That is the definition of our season, Steve. If I could bottle up our season in a nutshell, the ending of that Newcastle game was it. Absolute joke. How are you going to let, first off, credit to Allison. Allison had a great game. So did Kabak. Kabak was world class yesterday. But all of a sudden, we're a team now that concedes late in the game. And you knew it was coming. Like, after they took that goal away from VAR, or VAR took the goal away, I was thinking to myself, like, we might have lucked out here, but there's a chance. There's a chance we'll concede. And what do you know? We give up the goal in the 96th minute. Joe Willock.
Seriously, Joe Willock doesn't even deserve to play.
Joe Willock.
He's literally probably a championship level player.
What is happening?
Look, first of all, the whistle should have been blown a minute earlier.
Well, the VAR review added it on, Steve.
Yeah, but it's not that serious. It's not like we're wasting time because we have a lead. Like, Kabak didn't fall down and act like he was hurt to get the clock to run out. Like, you guys made a mistake. The team chasing that didn't deserve 3 points shouldn't get extra time added on because you guys got the call right the second time. Also, yes, I understand you add time on, but how much? And when the ball goes out of bounds twice, and then when it comes back in, they pass it all the way back past midfield, that's when you got to blow the whistle.
It's true, but let me tell you this, Steve. Why are we not converting chances? Why do we have
because the only person that can score is
shots?
Mohamed Salah. That's it. And if he leaves, it's because he's tired of being alone.
Mo Salah is the best finisher this league has seen in the last 5 years. He's been consistently the best finisher in this league in not 5 years, 4 years, whatever. He's been here. Mo Salah is doing it on his own. His shoulders are breaking. He's carrying this team.
Yeah. And every time he scores, and he's the only one, or anytime he scores 2 and he's the only one, I think to myself, this is one little step closer to him leaving.
You saw him, dude. You saw him walking off the pitch yesterday. He does it. He was doing his standard. He throws his arm up and slaps his sides. He's frustrated. He's thinking to himself, just like every single fan. And I'm sorry, Bachelor. We got to talk about the match. We can't just pretend it didn't happen. It happened. Okay. These guys, Mo Salah's walking off the field. What else do I need to do? Right? Mo Salah had a lot of chances as well, to be fair. Okay. But we put all 4 attackers on the field. We've been begging Klopp to go 4-2-3-1 for how long? And he finally did it. All 4 attackers on the field. Bobby in the 10. Bobby looked sprightly. Okay. Mane was somewhat on it until after the first goal. All right. Jota in front. Jota. Shut up. Let me get this point out.
Wait, after the first goal?
No, until after the first goal. He created the chance for the first
2
goal.
minutes.
Yeah, I know.
He looked okay for 2 minutes, right?
Wait, yeah, you're right.
No, but that's true.
I know.
That was a good cross.
It was. It was a good
take.
take.
In the danger zone.
All right, listen to me.
He didn't do a damn thing.
Listen to me. All right. First off, why is Jota missing point blank open nets? Why are we missing these chances?
It's okay for one person to miss or get blocked or shoot wide. But 3 out of 4 can't do that. Mane had chances. Jota had chances. I think Bobby may have had 1 or 2. Milner took some shots. I also don't think we're getting much luck. I think that's part of it as well.
I don't care.
Willock,
luck.
That's a
I don't
deflection.
care.
Willock, that's a deflection.
Well, yeah.
I would have loved to see one of those yesterday. We took 30,000 shots.
I think it was the same amount of shots as we were up at Christmas last year.
46,000 points up at Christmas last year.
Oh, so 16,000 difference. My bad. Keep going.
Mane played well until we scored that first goal.
I didn't even realize what I was saying until I got it out. The first goal was in the 3rd minute.
It's hilarious. It's an absolute riot, but it's true.
Let me ask you this, Steve. Why in God's name was Thiago subbed off?
Maybe he needed a rest.
He needed a rest?
Maybe. I don't know.
I just don't. He was playing so freaking well, dude. Hold on. I have some stats from yesterday, all right, about Thiago's performance, because I know you remember that no-look pass between like 3 levels of defenders to find the feet of Firmino. And I think Firmino laid it off to Jota, and that's the one Jota skied over the bar. Another chance Jota should have at least got on target, all right? I want to pull this up because this speaks to the fact that Thiago should not have been subbed off yesterday. All right. Thiago against Newcastle, 91% pass accuracy. Okay. 2nd in the game. 2 chances created, 5 for 8 tackles, 1 clearance, and 1 for 2 dribbles. Okay. He was the best player. He was 1st and 2nd in all of these categories. And yet he subbed off. I just don't understand why I trust Klopp. I'm not saying I could manage the game better than Klopp. What I'm saying is Thiago was playing well. Why are you subbing off Thiago? Milner was playing well against Madrid. Why are you subbing off Milner? What is this habit of subbing off the best player? What does that do?
Bothers me. Pisses me off. I'm in rare form.
You are in rare form.
Because I'm tired. I'm tired of this, and it's like there's no excuses. We're just trash.
We're not clinical. We're not clinical, Steve.
The only players that deserve to play right now, every game.
Salah.
Yep.
Robbo.
Trent.
Milner. Allison.
Yep. So I'll just give the whole defense, all 4 of them back there.
Our defense is not the issue.
Yes.
Our defense is not the issue.
Yep. And then I'll go Milner. I'll say Thiago. Salah.
Of course.
I'll even say Jota. Rough game yesterday, but I don't think he's to blame for anything this year.
No, he's produced when he's played.
Yep.
Just like Salah.
Fabinho.
100%. 100%.
And I'd even say Xherdan Shaqiri. Put him in the game. That man deserves to play.
He deserves to play, but not every. I don't know. I just don't know. It just blows my mind with the talent we have. Listen to those names you just mentioned, Steve. We have the best. You can take you can go. You make the best starting 11 in the world. You would have to consider with the exception of maybe our center backs, you'd have to consider every player we have to be in contention for that starting 11. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Why are we drawing with Newcastle, Leeds, losing to Fulham? I'm going back a little bit here, but we lost to Fulham. We're not scoring at Anfield. Steve, what blows my mind is that it's not, we've been able to score at Anfield this season. Why is it all of a sudden now? One thing I do want to say is you guys, when you watched the game yesterday, the first 80 minutes, how energetic did we look? We looked on it. That 4-2-3-1 formation was perfect, okay? But why are we conceding late goals? Why is the ball falling to Joe Willock in the box and no one's around him for 5 feet?
Because Nat Phillips wasn't in the game. That's why. Simple. Because you got Kabak with his thumb up his you-know-what, looking around. And they're tired. Nat Phillips is a warrior. I said it in the chat not too long ago. Nat Phillips is not letting that ball get anywhere near Joe Willock. I'm sorry.
I'm sure Joe Willock is
Is he hurt?
Who? Phillips?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's injured.
Because I didn't even see him on the bench.
Good God.
I didn't know he was hurt. I thought he was indestructible.
let's cool off for a sec. Let's go over to the chat. Let's have a chat in the chat. All right. Ian Francis, we had more shots on target yesterday than we did. We smashed 7 past Palace. Jesus. Yeah, we had 14 shots on target against Palace. Or excuse me, 14 shots, 8 on target against Palace. Okay? That is an outlier, though. You can't take the Palace game as like the rule of law. You know what I mean? Liz saying defensive line
Dubravka had a great game.
What's that?
Dubravka.
Yeah. No. That's something else we got to realize, guys. Firmino had that low shot near post. Great foot save from Dubravka. Okay? What are some other ones? There were some other good saves that Dubravka had.
He had one on Milner where Milner hit it through like a crowd of people low on the ground, and like he dropped down low to stop that one.
Yeah, he did. Yep. That was late in the game.
Yeah, I mean Milner was on, so
yeah.
It reminded me of who was it? Nick Pope. Was it Nick Pope that had that insane game against us?
Yeah, but this one doesn't even compare. I'm just like Dubravka had a good game. Don't get me wrong, but it doesn't even compare.
Wait, is that who I'm thinking of though? Nick Pope earlier this year.
Nick Pope, Gazzaniga had a great game for Tottenham.
It was when Nick Pope got like a informed Team of the Week card in FIFA after that game. I think
it's just
we put on an absolute show.
It's an absolute joke. I just don't understand. It just seems like teams come to Anfield and either their goalkeeper has a world-class game of recent. We're just trash. I don't get it. Jota's rhythm was off. It was clear. Thiago didn't need a rest. He's been resting so much lately, and that's my point. He hasn't been starting, and he's been subbed off. He doesn't need a rest. Our attack is why we've been losing games, and that's true. We're just not clinical. Rascott saying he was taken off Jones a few weeks ago too, and then the team went to diarrhea and kept losing every game.
That's right. I remember that.
Yep. Shayna, what's going on? Must give Shaqiri some chances. At least agreed with Steve on this. There you go, Steve. I think Liz's
play. He needs to play. Like
he does. I think Liz's point here. I think Hendo being injured hurts the heart of the team. I honestly, dude. I feel like we do forget about this. Like everyone knows that when Hendo's in, it's different. But how about the results of the game? Like I feel like Hendo being on the field makes a huge difference when we're pushing for that final goal or when we're defending that final goal.
Yes. He's got so much experience. He's been playing for so long in this league. Same thing with Milner.
Yeah.
They just know.
Guys, yeah.
You're not going to catch them making a mistake in the 92nd minute, 93rd minute, whatever.
Yeah.
Also, like, you just keep putting Mane, Salah, and Firmino out there every single game. I'm giving him credit because, like, he put all 4 of them in yesterday. That's what everyone's been shouting for.
And, Steve, you cannot deny that when you were watching that 4-2-3-1 formation, they all looked good. Like, the team looked better.
They did. I just think we should see Shaqiri. I think he deserves to play.
Yeah.
I just think he deserves to play.
He does. Like, I mean, but
everyone knew Minamino didn't fit because Klopp didn't think so. Everyone knows Origi's not the answer.
Good God, Origi.
Everyone's saying, Mane, what are you doing, buddy? What's going on? Yeah, well, guess who's left? Shaqiri. The guy that no one's saying, terrible, awful, out of form. When he comes on, he's there. He plays.
So I want to touch on what Samira said. We need to do a midfield of Thiago, Jones, and Shaq. That midfield would get torn apart. If we could probably do that midfield against a West Brom or something, you know? Like, to your credit, like I see what you're saying, but Fabinho needs to play in that CDM every damn game. If he's not in that CDM, something goes wrong. And I know yesterday he was playing center back. I know that. Okay? But he's good at center back. Zane here saying Fabinho was saying to the rest of the back 4 a lot, we're too deep, we need to get up. Bamford told the official Leeds United podcast. Huh. Okay. Interesting. We're too deep, we need to get up. So that kind of goes back to that high line thing. But, oh, yeah, Seamus Moore said it here. Fabinho has to be back in the midfield. There's another thing, Steve. Do you think it was because Fabinho was back in center back?
No, Kyle, it's the most chances we've created in the last year.
That's a valid point. I just wanted to bring it up.
We lit that game up yesterday. We just couldn't finish.
That's true.
So give Shaq a chance.
Think Shaq is going to be the difference, huh?
I'm not saying Shaq's going to score a hat trick, but he might get somebody in a better position to score. Yes.
That's true. Guys, if you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're subscribed already, make sure you hit the notification bell, all notifications, so you'll get notified whenever we drop a video. Did Jones do anything when he came on yesterday? I can't remember seeing him once. I don't think he came on yesterday. Did he come on yesterday? Oh, no, he did. Holy crap, he did. He did.
He was on for a few minutes. He didn't make any mistakes.
Yeah. I completely forgot he played yesterday. Holy crap. I was too pissed off. My brain was just like, let's forget the last 20 minutes. Seek Chan asking about Genie. Steve, what'd you make of Genie yesterday?
Genie, I don't know. He was just Genie.
Standard. It's just weird seeing the two holding guys in front of the back line. And what's weird, I don't think it's weird that this happened, but Genie was the distributor from the back. Like, Genie was on the ball a lot yesterday.
Yeah, I thought he was fine. I thought he was solid. It's weird because I don't know how to feel about Genie because I don't know if he's leaving or not.
I think he is. I think we would have heard about it if not, like if he was going to sign a contract. He's on his way out. He's leaving. He's going to Barca or whatever. Why he's going to Barca, I don't know.
He might not be leaving though. Like, we don't know. So I just don't know how to feel about him.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Samir, we know Phillips is injured. Yeah. Let's go JK 135. Hendo and Vander Van Dyke. I don't even know what's going on. Virgil van Dijk would have changed several results this year. They're shouting at everyone to get in position. Huge difference in leadership if they're on. Well, we know this. And, oh, God, I missed a super chat.
No,
Liz.
Just came in just now.
Oh, okay.
Liz, thank you very much. I'm glad. I'm so glad that you like that. Listen,
Liz,
guys,
we appreciate that.
It's a good balance here. You got some snarkiness, snarky Steve, and then you got calm Kyle over there.
Calm Kyle.
Glass half full, Kyle.
It's kind of half full, right?
Yes. Thank you, Liz. Listen, the situation with Virgil and Henderson, yes. I can literally – we don't even need data on that. We would have had – half of these games would have been wins, having those two. Not to mention, we've lost 15 points from winning positions this year in the Premier League.
Ooh.
Even if we just had half of those, puts us in second place. Sorry, third place.
You remember that conversation we had when we were talking about losses might be better than draws?
Yeah.
In the fact that if we go all out at the end of games, I feel like that just hasn't worked out for us this season.
Listen, all-time highlight of the Nothing But Red show. I think it's on the YouTube.
It's on. We made a clip of it. It's in. If you go into the playlist, it's the Sunday summary clips. It's in that. It's losses are better than draws. Check that out.
We'll put it in the comments of this video when it's ready. So here's the quick math. 5 games against terrible sides like Newcastle. You either go for the draw when it's 1-1. 5 times, you get 5 points. Congratulations. You go for the absolute win. You try to put your foot on their throat. You only win 2 out and you lose 3, but you come away with 6 points out of those 5 games.
It's better than 5 draws. Yeah.
That's the simple math.
Yeah.
Liverpool is being scared to lose. But that's not the case anymore.
No.
Old news. Now, the other team is saying to themselves, well, we really should go and try to draw this game. Liverpool's beating us right now. Yeah. And they do it. They get it.
And it's weird because Newcastle were literally putting 11 men behind the ball yesterday. They were in a 4-5-1, it seemed at times, right? And we were attacking the whole game, attacking. 22 shots. 1 goal. Last 5 minutes, they start attacking. They have 2 chances. 2 times the ball goes in the back of the net. It's insane. We should not. I just don't
Callum
want to.
Wilson. I mean, he's a veteran.
Callum Wilson's their best goal scorer. First off, he's great. He's very good. That was a great buy for them because Joe Linton did absolutely nothing.
Joe Linton's been the biggest joke.
Trash.
Why is he still there and playing?
I don't know.
Terrible.
He's really bad.
Guy is so bad.
He's bad.
And they just keep playing him. Like, give me Gale and Wilson all day over Joe Linton?
Yeah, you got Saint Maximin, you got Miguel Almiron, you got good players.
Almiron's been kind of a flop, but yeah, I mean, he at least has some sort of talent. Joe Linton, no talent, no pace.
He's just big. He's a big presence. But even honestly, this is a hot take. I would take like Chris Wood over him. If we're looking at big strikers, Chris Wood can at least get some body position, finish with his head, and like just honestly, like let me know what you guys think. I know we're kind of going off topic and talking about Newcastle, but I would take like Burnley's Chris Wood over Joe Linton.
Yeah, it's Joe Linton. Weird. God, he is abysmal. No disrespect to the man as a human being, but jeez, he's not cut for the Premier League.
Whew. Now, Steve, let me ask you this: going into United, you worried about United?
When is that?
I think that's next Sunday. Yeah, it's next Sunday.
I got a question. Hold on.
I might have an answer for you.
Joe Linton has played 65 games in the Premier League since he joined Newcastle. 65 games. 38 plus 27. That's 65?
Wait, hold on. Say that again. I was reading a comment.
65. 38 and 27 is 65. Guess how many goals in 65 games as an out-and-out striker?
6.
5.
5 goals.
5 goals in 65 games. See you later!
How much did they pay for him? I think it was like 40 million, wasn't it?
Dude, it was like a big signing for them.
It was.
Joe Linton transfer. Let's check.
No, listen, I know he's Brazilian, and that's, Brazilian players, like they tend to be good. They tend to lean on like a very talented. I don't know if it's the formation they play. I don't know if it's the style they play, but like Joe Linton yesterday, first off, he had a shot with his left foot, wide open shot, went right at Alisson. Alisson made the save. And then he had an opportunity for a breakaway assist and with his left foot, and he put it past whoever was making the run behind him. Like he just, I don't know.
Wow. $48.4 million.
Hey, I can't say much, though, because we paid more for Naby Keita, and look at what Naby Keita's done for us.
All right. Cool. 65 games for 5 goals for an out-and-out striker. Naby Keita stats.
Oh, I bet Naby Keita's probably like 8 goals.
I don't know.
We're about to see. And, guys, put your predicted lineups against United in the chat while we look this up.
Naby Keita, a whole extra season, less games. Joe Linton's at least healthy. I'll give him that. Naby Keita, 35 plus 18, 53 games, 4 goals. 4 goals in 53 games.
As a midfielder.
Yeah.
So, pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Doug, what's going on? Yeah, and Vic Mackey saying 2 of his goals came against Spurs. Yeah. I just thought we'd bring this up just because, dude, it's just so weird. Like,
What's up, Doug?
It's just crazy. We're going to be having Doug on the show next week, guys. Make sure you tune in for that. Dermot saying Wijnaldum should not play another game. Ooh, he's been shocking in the last 2 games. In Genie's mind, he's leaving, so it doesn't matter to him about next season.
We don't know if he's leaving, Dermot. Sorry, buddy. We don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the odds are leaning in the fact that he's probably leaving, but we don't know.
What if he stays? What are all these people going to say?
Well, if he stays, he needs an extension. In that case, we would need some news.
What about a new contract?
That's what I'm saying. He would need an extension. He would need a new contract because if nothing happens, he's a free agent.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Predicted lineup for the United game from Zane. Ali, Trent, Phillips, Kabak, Rabo, Fabinho, Thiago, Milner. Front 3, I bet Klopp will go with Genie. I think that's a joke, but yeah.
Front 3, no, he's saying, I bet Klopp will go with Genie.
Oh.
He wants to see, probably.
I get what you're saying.
And I like that. I think that's spot on. I'll take that.
Yeah, I think that's spot on. You got to put Fabinho in there.
Milner in there, I think.
It's got to be a strong lineup. It's got to be. So you don't think he goes 4-2-3-1 again? Because I thought we looked so freaking good.
Maybe he will. Maybe he will. I think he wants Fabinho at the back.
Why?
Well, if Phillips hurt.
Well, obviously, if Phillips is injured, you got to go with him at the back. But if he's not,
But what about our friend Ben Davies?
Who's that?
My imaginary friend Ben. He's right here. Right here. Ben. Say
yeah.
to the people.
That looks like him.
Say hi, Ben.
What's up, Ben? How's the basement?
He says hi. He's here.
It's fun. Aren't you in a basement?
Technically, yes.
So Ben Davies is in the basement.
Yes, he's in Klopp's basement. This is Klopp's basement. You guys ever wonder what Klopp's basement looks like? Here it is. You ever wonder what hell looks like? Here it is. This is where I do the Sunday Summit from every week because I'm always in hell because we're always in shambles.
That's not true. We were going through a good little period there, bro. We had 3 back-to-back wins.
Yeah, and we lost to Real Madrid. And we drew Real Madrid.
Yo, I just want to say, Ian Francis, we don't know if we have any kids watching this show. You got to be easy, man.
What's going on?
You got to. I don't want to put it up just in case. Ian Francis talking about Santa Claus.
Oh, Ian, buddy.
Come on, bro.
I don't have much room to talk because I said this is what HE double hockey sticks looks like. But
that's true.
That is a whole nother ball game than dropping that nuke you just dropped, pal.
Luckily, only most of our viewers fall in the 25 to 34 range, so or a good percentage, not most, but we don't have a lot of children watching, so that's good. But yeah.
Well, apparently Phillips will be back for the United game, says Doug. He's excited to be on with us next week. Doug, we're excited to have you next week. Everyone go check out Doug's channel, by the way.
Yeah, absolute legend. Growing fast, too. Just broke that 1K mark. Man, go check him out. It's a big milestone. Liz saying my attempt at optimism is futile. What was I trying to be optimistic about?
Define futile, please.
I have no idea what that means.
I feel like I do, but I just don't want to
I know if someone said futile, the word, like obviously I've heard the word before, but if you asked me to give you a Webster's definition, I think
producing any useful result. Pointless. Pointless.
Damn.
There you go.
And no, Ian, we're messing with you, but I just thought it was funny.
Take him out. No, I'm kidding.
Real G bringing up Reese Williams.
Real G. I did not forget Reese Williams, buddy.
No one forgot Reese Williams.
Thanks for joining, but no thanks.
Look, Reese Williams was there. He was the option because we just needed a center back. Like Reese Williams is too slow. First off, Reese Williams is solid, but he's still young.
Listen, yeah. No way. He got burned by that child from Aston Villa in the FA Cup.
That's honestly, my head goes right to that every time I think of Reese Williams.
I know. And Liz is saying here, you were saying that we were on a good run. That's your joke version of optimism. That's what she's saying. That's what she's saying.
Oh, good fair run. Enough. Fair enough. Steven, when you look at how this season has gone, 3 wins.
14 wins in a row.
Steven,
last year and the year before. Those are
I
good
get
wins.
it. I get it. But when you look at the context of the season, 3 wins in a row, it's comical, but it's a fact. That's a good run for us.
It's like not even this season. It's this year. It's this calendar year. Once the year turned to 2021, everything hit the fan. Everything. It was terrible. 2020 was great. Even after Virgil went down, we were playing solid.
Yeah.
And Gomez. Let me look at this.
Gomez. Yeah, guys, remember, if you're subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever we drop a video. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well.
Subscribe to Doug, too.
Yeah, subscribe to Doug as well. This is funny. Vic Mackey said if Reese Williams gets any slower, he'll be traveling back in time. My mom says that. She said if he'd be going any slower, he'd be going backwards. That's funny.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
You ready for this? You're going to like this.
I'm ready.
2020. December. Ajax win. Wolves win. Midtjylland draw. Fulham draw. Tottenham win. West Brom draw. Newcastle draw. Crystal Palace 7-0. That's December. Things started to tail off a little bit, but there are 0 losses in December.
Right.
November, 5-0 Atalanta. See you later,
What a
guys.
game. Diogo Jota spurred onto the scene in that game.
Ready?
Unbelievable.
Man City, 1-1. Liverpool, 3-0. Atalanta, 2-0. Brighton, 1-1. No losses in November. October, Aston Villa. We'll forget about that one. That's a loss. Everton, 2-2. That was the game with Thiago and Richarlison.
How could you forget about Van Dijk?
Well, I already talked about the Van Dijk injury in October. Yes, you're right. You're right. Van Dijk, sure. We beat Ajax. We beat Sheffield United. We beat Midtjylland. We beat Wolves. I'm sorry, West. So 1 loss in the month of October. So that's October, November, December, 1 loss. September, 0 losses in September.
So basically, you're saying we were
We
killing
lost to Aston
it.
Villa, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a great start to the season. What happened in 2021? What happened?
I think the injuries caught up to us. We beat Southampton. I mean, we lost to Southampton 1-0. Danny Ings with that left-footed, whatever that was.
Oh my God! In like the 50th second. Good God.
We beat Aston Villa in the FA Cup. 0-0 Man United. Burnley beat us, and this is where it just went bad. Well,
yes, Doug, I did see this stat, and I was trying to remember. It's insane. And this goes to Steve's point. This is in 2021. 135 shots, 4 goals.
we lost to Burnley in the league.
That
Lost
started it.
in the
Burnley,
cup.
Fulham,
Probably about that.
Brighton, all
But
these
then we
teams.
beat Tottenham and West Ham, and we were like, "Oh yeah, let's go." Remember that?
I remember that.
Then
That's
we
when we
lost
had
to Brighton.
fans, though.
We got smacked by Man City. Then we got smacked by Leicester. Then we got smacked by Everton. Then we beat United.
Oh, God.
That's it.
That was the start of it, I think, the Everton loss.
We lost to Chelsea. We lost to Fulham. We lost to Real Madrid. We drew Leeds and Newcastle. I skipped a bunch of stuff there,
But even just the way you said it, like, we just had the Aston Villa loss. And now in this new
1
year,
loss.
how many losses do we have total? Is it 8?
I think it's 9.
Oh, my God. It's insane.
9 draws, 9 losses, 15 wins.
Last time we lost that much, I think it was under Rodgers.
Sheesh.
I think. I really do. It's unbelievable.
It's really bad. It's embarrassing. It's really
And
embarrassing.
You
We
could
had
make
more
the
losses
argument.
than Chelsea, and their manager got fired.
Yeah. Now, Steve, I'm going to close it off with this, and you guys let us know. Top 4.
God, we got more losses than Southampton. Crystal Palace.
Now you're just being
Wolverhampton
negative.
Wanderers.
I get it.
Aston Villa. Leeds. Arsenal.
But all that matters is we're ahead in the table than those teams you
I'm
mentioned.
just saying.
I know you're just saying. Let me just ask you, top 4.
Top 4 at the beginning of the season for me was Liverpool, City, Chelsea, United. I forget if it was Chelsea or United 3 or 4. Now, City, Man U, Leicester.
Are we making top 4?
Chelsea.
Are we making top 4?
No.
So where do you think we finish?
5.
God, I just can't imagine a team with this much talent playing in the Europa League, dude.
Can we? Yes. Yes. Here's the problem. This Man United game and then Southampton. I feel like those are tough ones. But then we got West Brom, Burnley, Palace.
But it's not like mathematically it's out of the question. It's not.
But Chelsea's 4 points up.
I know.
But here's who they play. I'll tell you who they play. Because I don't think West Ham's going to win out. So, see you later. But I feel like Chelsea, I mean, they're a good team, and they've been playing really well under the new manager.
Yeah, they have.
Where do you guys think Liverpool's going to finish?
A lot of people saying 7th.
Damn.
That's really bad. Can you see us in the Europa Conference League? We're going up against like freaking teams from Austria, like,
all right,
dude.
No. I know.
From Bosnia, like, dude, this would be horrible.
All right, Chelsea's got Fulham next week, but they got Real Madrid before, so they'll probably still beat Fulham. But then they got Real Madrid again, and then they got City 3 days later. But if City's got the league wrapped up by then, who knows who's going to play for them?
Right.
But then they got Arsenal and Leicester. They got a much tougher schedule than we do. But we got to make up 4 points.
We do. Everyone's saying 5th now, realistically 5th.
That's what I think, but I also haven't looked at Leicester's remaining games. They have Crystal Palace, Southampton, Newcastle, Man U, Chelsea. I think.
Yeah.
They got tough too. We got the easiest road ahead.
No, we do. Of the top 6, we do.
Yep.
But the games where we should have 6 points, we have 2. Like we should have beaten Leeds. We should have beaten Newcastle. Conceding late goals, bro.
If we lose to United in the league, mind you, we lost to them in the cup, but like if we lose to United in the league, that will be the first time we lost since that Rashford Mourinho game, correct?
Trying to think.
2-0 or 2-1, the year they finished second to Man City in 17-18, I think.
I'm trying to think. Did we?
Somebody in here has to know.
Someone in here. I mean, the last thing I remember, the loss. Well, there was that loss, but then the Benteke bicycle kick where we lost 3-1. That was under Rodgers, I think, or maybe it was under Klopp. I don't know.
Yeah, no, this one was Mourinho was managing United, and Rashford had a brace.
Okay,
I think that was the last time we lost to them in the league. If we lose to United in the league this year, that's just icing on the cake, man.
Oh yeah, okay. So Doug's saying here
we lost to Leicester. Yep, here we go.
Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Oh my God, yeah, Steve! I either want top 4. A lot of people saying they're praying for 9. Like they don't even want to play in Europe. They would rather just finish in 9th and then focus on the league and the domestic cups next season.
Dude, I'm okay with that.
Are you? I don't know if I'm okay.
I don't want to ever see us finish 9th, but I'm okay with just winning the Premier League next year. I don't care about the Europa League.
I mean, you don't care.
Sounds selfish and really like snobby, but
you know, it does sound snobby because I would take a Europa League cup. Like I would take a Europa League win if we could do it. Why the hell not?
I mean, who won it last year? Arsenal or Chelsea?
I don't even know. I thought Sevilla won it every year.
No, I don't think they win it every year anymore.
I know. I think it was no. It was Sevilla last year. Yeah. Sevilla beat Inter, didn't they?
It was okay. So it was Chelsea the year before.
Yes.
Or hasn't left.
Because remember, we were watching the Wolves game, Wolves against Sevilla, and Wolves lost. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Sevilla won it last year. Yeah, they beat Inter. I remember that. Okay, so Sevilla won it last year. Sevilla wins it all the time.
I just don't get that. What is that?
What?
How?
Sevilla winning it? Just because they always find themselves there. Like they qualify for the Champions League, they get knocked out in the group stage, and then they just turn up in the Europa League. It's just what happens.
Yeah, they're not that good. Like there's really good teams in the Europa League.
And Vic saying, I want to play some kind of European football. It's a trophy at the end of the day. Plus, we can play youngsters and give them experience. This is what I'm saying. So anyone who doesn't want to play in Europe, I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't want to play in Europe.
That's me. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's all good. It's all good. Look, guys, we had a productive conversation today. We got a lot off our chest. Appreciate everyone tuning in and leaving their thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and also make sure to check out Anfield Shop. Again, great quality shirts. I mean, it's not your crappy t-shirt that you buy at the store. I mean, this is good quality stuff. They have tons of options over there too. Custom tees, not only licensed products, but custom tees over there as well. And tune in next week. We'll have Doug on the channel. We'll be chatting. Hopefully, we'll be chatting about some positive news, about some stuff. We don't have a game in between now and United, do we?
When is United?
It's Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday.
Before or after our show? After
I think it's after. I think it's at 11:30.
All right, so we'll do the pre-match. We'll do the pre-match build-up with Doug.
Ooh, pre-match build-up, Doug. Hope you're ready for it.
Predicted lineups. Predicted scores. Come ready. It's going to be a big one. That's going to be a big show. I'm going to be fired up. I have a beer in the morning.
Huge show.
And I might be in the new house, but.
Ooh, I would like to see that setup, Steve. Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, guys, appreciate you for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next Sunday. Until then, take care.